It's just, you know, it makes this whole conversation, just to be perfectly blunt, this whole conversation makes my work a lot harder. Because
then why is Justin and Kathy being allowed to carry on, Derrick?
I don't have control over that. I mean, I'm not answering for them. I'm just saying that you posting that is I mean, just so you know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do or not, but like this continued conversation makes my job a lot harder. And I'm trying to get in with a community. I'm trying to talk to as many people as I can and engender as much trust as I can to have honest conversations with people, and so people have honest conversations with me, because that's my job. And you know, being wrapped up in some kind of public debate about the nuances of what or wasn't said about that is not helpful.
When she mentions y'all, she's not talking about y'all telling Caden to do that. She's talking about her trip to Vegas with the psychic.
It doesn't matter, because this is all connected. You understand? Like, it's just going to trigger another response from Alicia and Caden and everybody else.
And what about what it's doing to everybody else? How many people have to be destroyed? I mean, honestly, Derrick, how many people have to be destroyed to get justice for Noah? This young lady wasn't even in the state of Oklahoma. Her dad is now being called a murderer. Derrick Durbin.
Okay.
His daughter Fallon, who used to date Noah for years. How is what Kathy and Justin are doing to her okay? How is what they're doing to her family okay?
But what does this conversation have to do with that?
Because it's all a part of what Kathy was talking about in these phone calls.
Okay. Again, you know.
I tell you what, just because it's you, I won't release the one where she's talking about the trip to Vegas. I won't release it. But the rest
I'm
of
less
them,
concerned, honestly. Donna, I'm less concerned about that than I am about this whole notion of wearing the wire and like what that's getting blown up into. Right?
But nobody was worried about it when they done it, Derrick. Did you think that Kathy was going to do that?
No.
Are you okay that she did that?
That she did what?
That she shared that conversation with this lady Denise.
Of course not. But I don't think. I mean, whatever. Again, I feel like I'm now telling you what to do, and I don't want to be in that position. That's not what I'm doing. I just think, personally, because this one does involve me, so I'm going to give you my opinion. Personally, I don't think that continuing to escalate that is in anyone's best interest.
So basically what you're saying is all we should do is sit back and swallow their bullshit when we know different.
No.
Then what is it you're saying?
I'm talking about that specific thing, and I know because I know I'm now inside of it in some way. Like, I know that is.
Oh, you're right smack dab in the middle of it. That's why I sent it to y'all, to let y'all know.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's going to just continue to escalate, and I'm just saying that makes my job a lot harder to do.
I want to know what the documentary is actually about, Derrick.
I'm trying to figure that out myself. That's what I'm here for. It's supposed to be about what happened to Noah, but there's obviously another conversation that's happening simultaneous to that, and that's why we're talking to you. And what all of this stuff that you're talking about posting is this is all circling around what's happened.
I've been down this road before with those two, Derrick.
With which two?
Rob and Cindy Dorfman. I promise you, if they try to turn this into anything other than what it's supposed to be about, it won't end well.
Well, what is it supposed to be about?
I thought it was going to be about misinformation on true crime discussion and cyberbullying and the effects it's going to have on these kiddos and stuff like that.
I think that's a big part of it.
I don't want this to be a circus from those two. And I'm sure I'm one of the main actors. You can go back and play it for me. I don't care.
I can only speak for myself. I'm not going to try and speak for anyone else. You know, I'm not going to try and speak on behalf of them.
I'd be happy to speak with them too. I'll say it to them.
Okay.
I will. I'd be happy to speak to them. I'll say it to them. I will.
I'm not stopping you. I'm just the only thing that, again, all I was saying is in regards to this thing that you just said I'm right in the middle of. You know, all I'm telling you is I'm trying to do a job and I'm trying to do it right. And I'm hoping that it can help your community. I'm hoping it can help these kids. I'm hoping it can help find the truth, bring justice, and if there's justice to be brought, and so I'm just all I'm saying is if you just keep escalating this, it's going to make that harder, and for whatever that's worth.
Did you say the same thing to Justin Roy?
Well,
Did you say the same thing to everyone else you've spoken to, Derrick?
Well, they haven't come to me saying they're going to post
No, they just do it.
recorded conversations.
They don't have to say it. They just do
so
it.
I'm not going out of my way. I'm only reacting because you told me that. Just
Right.
Yeah.
But like I said, they don't just tell anybody. They just do it.
Right.
They
So
fly
I
off the
don't
handle.
have control over people. I don't have control over anybody, and I'm not. And
Would you say the same thing to them?
If they were sitting in that chair telling me that they were going to escalate
What kind of
something,
what?
Yeah, of course.
When this is all over with, I'd love to hear the discussion with the one lady.
Which one, lady?
I mean, I'm not going to say her name, but you know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
Kathy Bingham.
Which discussion would you like to hear? I'm sorry, I'm not following. I'm not
The
trying
discussion y'all had with Kathy Bingham over Caden Pressey
Which was.
about the wire.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to give you footage.
I don't. No. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for that.
Okay.
I'm not asking for that.
Okay.
But is she going to be reprimanded for it? If she's going to be reprimanded for it and somebody's going to say something to her about what she did, I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't blow it up all over Facebook. I won't post her phone conversations.
I mean, I think.
But I have sent them to law enforcement.
I think it's been said to her that it wasn't good for her to be talking to other people about her investigation and plans for an investigation.
That's not an investigation. First of all, she's not certified to do that kind of investigation.
Okay.
And
Point
second
is-
of all, she doesn't need to put somebody. She has no right to put someone's young adult in that type of position. And if anybody thinks that that's okay, they got a problem too. I've worked with some of the best undercover agents in the state of Oklahoma, Derrick, and I'm going to tell you something. You know how long they put into how much time they put into that operation?
Yeah.
And it's not just one or two of them. It's a safety team. It's other people coordinating. They don't make a move.
For what it's worth, I asked Kathy after that conversation whether she had plans of following up on that, and she said she didn't. And I said, okay.
Oh, she ain't going to get a chance to now. I'm going to make sure of it.
It's already. I think that ship has sailed. But my point is, I asked her about it, and she said she didn't have plans on moving it forward. I don't think it ever became a serious conversation. So.
Oh, it's added to the fuel of the corruption with Kathy and who she covering up for. She's covering up for her grandson, Brylan. If it's not her grandson, blah, blah. I mean, it's all craziness.
So you can see, like, my job is to just kind of be in the center of all of this and try and just make sense of it. There's a lot to make sense of here, and
Good luck.
Yeah.
There's not enough marijuana in Oklahoma or California to make sense of what's going on around here right now.
that's what I'm feeling.
Because everybody it's premeditated, first degree premeditated murder, and that's what they're stuck on, and that's all they'll ever be stuck on.
Yeah.
Because the egos are so out of control that they would rather ride this lie until the bitter end, because then they're going to be able to say, well, I told you it's corrupt. It's because of the corruption they got away with it. And look at what we're facing. I know you're following these pages, Derrick. I know you are. Go read the comments. When the truth comes out and this is all settled, these kids are still going to suffer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to come out that it was an accident or that it's murder, but no matter how it turns out, somebody's going to suffer. So I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't post these things and shit. But if something goes sideways, I'll put it all out there, Derrick. I don't care. I'm not going to be played with by anybody.
I hear that.
Anybody. I am high strung. I'm sure my last interview and people watch are going to think, oh my God, what's wrong with this psychopath? And that's okay too. But I've learned through the years how to protect myself from dealing with certain type of people. And that's why every time that woman called me, I hit record. And that's why now a lot of the times, except for the last few days, you'll see me just kind of sitting by paying attention. Now the last few days I've unleashed hell, and I'll probably continue to do so tonight with some of the other stuff going on.
Okay. Why don't you go, maybe pull up Facebook really quick. Maybe you can we can look at, maybe we go over her shoulder or something. Maybe we can look at some of what's been swirling in your world lately.